Zayin Umad Bais. Hananya, it was Ezra boy Kimmer Mon. Yeah, right. Hananya said that Ezra, this is one of the last generations from the Shalmi. Hananya said that Ezra boy, or it means both Hananya and Ezra, right? Hananya Ezra boy Kimmer Mon. This is just almost the last door. Mana was the son of Yaina, and Hananya, Behil, and Ezra were one generation after that. Loi Kain Omer Rabbi B'Shem Yasa. It doesn't say if it's Omer Rabbi, but could be it means Ramana said over B'Shem Yasa. Sham Chagiga Bon. So coming to that, you have to be going to say Omar Rabbi. At what? What did he say over B'Shem Yasa? Sham Chagiga Bon B'Bama Sheirim Eshel Oy Ban B'Shem Chayva. So what is he trying to prove? That Shalom Choive, if a person bought a Shalom Chagiga, Shlomo that he has to bring during Yom Tov, Pesach and Sukkot and Shavuot to bring a Shalom Chagiga, he bought it on a Bama Ketana, it's kosher, but it's not Yotze Mitzvah Shalom Chagiga. What do you see? Alma Shalom Choive in Kerev Babama. So the same question that we asked before comes back into place. Because you're telling me that the Nazir can bring his shlomim in a Bama Katana, and then he can bring his bread. That's not true. Because the din is that Shalom Choive, he cannot bring in Bama Katana. So he cannot bring his Shalom Naziris in a Bama Katana. Ela Kab Yehuda. Must be a different pshat. It goes like Kab Yehuda. Kab Yehuda, Omer, Chad is a Pesach, Yochid, B'Bama G'doy. A Yochid can bring a Chatas and Pesach B'Bama G'doy. Oh, so here, we're saying that here we're saying it's far different than before. We're saying here that the fact that you can bring it to Baba Gedoyla, that makes it Nachal B'Chol B'Shabbos. Because Baba Gedoyla can be anywhere. That's different than we said before. Before we said that the fact that you can bring it everywhere in B'Chol Ar Yisrael, that makes it. But here we're going to swear that since Baba Gedoyla could happen anywhere in any place, any town, it's considered like Nachal B'Chol B'Shabbos. Then anyone says a different mahalach, a third mahalach. Like Asya Elikev Shim, that Nozem Megalech al Shalman Adom. He holds Kimish Nidik of Echel Ben Adamim, Huta Naz Lutish Biyan Tamla Mason. The Gemara says there that Shimon Oimoher of Shimon, that a Nazir that's Megalech on any Shlomim, even Shloy the Shema, even since it's Alu, it's Ksheira, the carbon is kosher, the Nazir Megalech Chalak. Very big Kiddush, the Tzech the Nazir. According to Shimon, actually, if somebody put a Shlomim in a Bama Katana even though it's not considered a Shalman Nazir, because Shalman Naziris is not, you cannot bring it only Bama Gedoyle, but it has a shame Shlomim. And Mamela, it's a kosher carbon, and then the Nazir is Hutter Nishtas Yain, so it means that it is a Shlomim that's kosher, and the bread is Nechel, like a regular bread from a Shalman Nazir. That's why you need a miyat al sadin because it's not nechel kol shiva. But nechel chol Shabbos is not an issue because it's actually nechel chol. It's nechel chol Shabbos. Okay, here's the end of the sugya. Now go to a new sugya. Shim Shem Shiban Levi. Oyster kazash and nitzchos b'Pesach tzosh leibe mashkin. This is the famous din of matzah shir. You cannot put in any oil in the matzah. V'yem omar la mitzvah samaris. Rabbi omar la mitzvah samaris. You then pass the omar la ikva samaris. Rimi says the mitzvah, and then Rabbi Omar. It's not this Rabbi Omar. Something missing here. We don't know who this is. This Rabbi. No, nobody says here. And anyhow, go on this. So we don't know some Rabbi that's missing here the name. Okay. Milzer bin Bachir Omal Ikva Samaris. It's Ma'akif. That's what he says. Well, how do we know that? That he holds that it's the evet, not kosher if you made a matzah with oil. Because he asked the question, Heiser bin Bachir, that an in chalas toid islach meim chalas toid is ebam mashkin. So he asked the question that on this memra, he asked the question on this memra of Shua ben Levi, that it says in the Mishnah chalas toid that you made limka b'shuki yoitze. How can you? He asked the question. How can it be yoitze? It has mashkin chalas toid, has oil. Look, and it says in the pasuk that he put in revius shemen besides the chametz, but the matzah has oil. So if he say with the evet yoyitz, what's his question? Mishnah can talk on with the evet. If a person ate chalas toida with the evet, he's yoyitz. So it seems from him that he asked such a type of question that he held that even with the evet you're not yoyitz. That's how he understood the words of a Shua ben Levi. And mainly asked the kasha, how can you say with the evet you're not yoyitz? Mishnah says chalas toida, you are yoyitz. That was his question. But Lamai said the Gemara, this side note gives the answer. So we see from him that he understood that even the Ebed is not good, it has mashka. The Gemara answers, Omer Abiyasa, Tamar Aviyasi, Aviyas Chalekes Kamamina. It's actually very, very little oil because the din is that you need to have Eser Esroinim, the matzah, the chometz is Eser Esroinim, the matzah, the Eser Esroinim, 10 Esroinim. And then we have this revius of oil that goes, the Chalas Riki can have a revius, and the revucha has a revius. So it's very little for each challah, and that's not considered matzah shir. Vaydo amr do yochel yetze chavasa berevucha. So this is a brayso that's saying this halacha that you're not yetz matzah shir. Revucha means that it's has oil in it. Tam loy meshmatem es matzah matzah sich hashim yotzush etz shein sich hashim. Oh, so neish ein sich hashim or sich hashim yotzim ba. So here, it revucha would mean here that it's a carbon. שאין צריך השמר. מה זה שצריך השמר? יוצא זי שאין צריך השמר because it's a mincha. So the reason is that because it's mishtamer is the same mincha. That's why you're not yotze. The matzah that's you bring for a korban mincha, you're not yotze because it doesn't need shimmer because you anyway a shomer at l'shem mincha should become chametz. So you say a diak from that. So you can see from this that doesn't bother us if it has oil. And then he says another right. He says, it has spices. Dog, means yeah, you put in all kinds of oil and sugar in it. With answers on that, no. Noimar you put in sesame seeds or nuts, and that's why it's not considered matzah shir. Matzah shir only means you put in oil. This is Yud Zayin Amud Beis.